Read between the lines, it's Mandy and Deb. Books, bold opinions, and things that we've read. Pour up a glass, spill all the tea. Dark romance or rom-com spree. Read between the wines, where every sip comes with a plot twist.
Welcome back to Read Between the Wines with Mandy and Deb. I'm Mandy.
And I'm Deb.
And we have another very special guest today. We have Jamie here. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh. So this episode today, we are going to be talking about, well, when I say we, I mean Jamie and Deb are going to be talking about the Edge of Darkness series by Leigh Rivers. I have not read this series. I will probably not read this series, but these ladies would love to tell you all about it.
Yeah, not up Mandy's alley, but right up mine and Jamie's.
Yeah. So before we get into it, just so you know, trigger warnings for this episode, everyone. We have explicit sexual content. We have stalking. We have SA, attempted suicide, drug use. It's going to be a heavy topic today. So if that is not your thing, please feel free to exit stage left and come back next week when we talk about maybe something lighter.
Maybe,
but we'll see. But yes, Jamie, welcome. How are you?
I am good. This is different for me.
Yes. Jamie, I think, was one of our first fans, so thank you, Jamie. And one of my best friends.
I know.
love talking about books.
Were you guys friends in middle school or just high school?
Middle school,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think 7th grade. I don't think 6th grade.
Yeah, so Jamie and I have known each other for a very long time because I am not telling everybody how long we've been out of high school, but it's been a while.
Actually, I'm surprised we haven't had a reunion.
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, not
Jamie's like, I'm not going to say the number
because it is a very large number.
I am not surprised in the slightest. Depending, and listen, I don't at this point. I don't really care. You could probably guess, but depending on or how the first one went, I didn't go to that one. I did.
I know.
Oh,
I
you did?
Very small.
Wait, did Dina go with you on that one or no? Okay. I think we were supposed to go, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm kind of curious.
Well, I don't think we're going to have one.
No, I don't think we are either. I'm just saying I'm kind of curious about what it would look like or what people would look like.
Well, we'll never know.
Me and
That's
Kim
why we
are going to go to
Facebook.
our first one.
Oh, your little baby. Your first one.
Oh, your first one.
Our first high school reunion. We were going to go, and then we never did.
Wait, I feel like now, because we have this whole world of social media, that people feel like they don't really need to because everybody, the people that you were close with, you're either still close with or you keep in touch with on Facebook. And even those people that you're not necessarily close with, you can still kind of keep an eye on them. So everybody knows what everybody's doing. And the people that don't go on social media probably wouldn't go to a reunion anyway.
Yeah.
So
correct.
It is what it is.
Deb, where were you in relation to my brother, though? I know you were in high school with us, right? Or no, were you a freshman? No,
she wasn't with us.
No, okay.
No. You guys are 5 years older than me.
5.
So
when we left, you came in?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were ironically a year younger, I think, than my brother.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
And ironically, I went to high school with all 3 of Gary's brothers, but never Gary because he was the youngest.
Deb's a cougar.
Wait, Gary's from?
Yeah.
Wait, so is Gary older or younger? Sorry.
Younger.
This is really intriguing. Than
He's
you?
5 years. Yeah, he's 5 years younger than me.
What? Sorry, I did not know that.
Robbing that cradle.
Deb's a
Yes.
cougar.
Troy's a year younger, and I feel I'm like, oh,
I'm the
gonna be
only one that
turning those-
married an older man.
Yeah. How much older? Steve's like, how much older?
Steve. So I always put it in high school terms. So Steve would have been a senior when we were freshmen.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, everybody have their wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow. Y'all got wine today. I don't have a White Claw today.
Oh, I didn't know we can like deviate from wine. I'm not
Oh,
really
we
a wine
totally
drinker.
can. But I knew that this was
I
going
like-
to be a heavy topic today, so I'm like, I need wine.
we need the buzz to hit quick.
I mean, I don't even
Quick
know how
and hard.
how much can we put into this? Because it like gets graphic.
We can
I
go
mean-
as we can. We're safe. Just
This is why,
Go
Deb,
for
I
it.
was telling you the other series, the Web of Silence series,
Yeah.
is so like when you were like, oh, that one kind of made me like I had to stop reading for a while. I was like, really? Because compared to the Edge of Darkness series, the Web of Silence is just like stalkery, or like it's just more like
right.
that. But like the Edge of Darkness series like gets in like
It's dark.
yeah, like
It's dark.
it's like the non-consensual stuff kind of gets me a little like when I was reading it, I was like, oh,
Yep. But we're definitely gonna get all the way into it. I don't
Okay.
know that I'm necessarily gonna go into like super detail about like some of these things that happen because
Right.
everyone's gonna have to go read it for themselves if they feel
if they want it, yeah.
yeah.
Well, so is this going to be spoilers? Are we gonna do?
I
Should we
think
let
you
everybody know
have
now?
to.
yeah,
I
Okay.
don't
there
think
will
you
be
cannot go-
spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
See,
Yeah.
truthfully, I like when I watch things with spoilers because I'm that weirdo that wants to know what I'm getting into, like detailed
Mm.
what I'm getting into. Like why are people talking about it? Why are people saying it's dark? Like I'm that weirdo
Right.
that wants to watch and know why exactly. I'll still read the
Right.
book, but like I don't want to be surprised.
You want to know what you're walking into.
Yeah, like I don't
Well-
know like exactly why is this dark. Why are you
And this
saying that?
this sounds like a series where if you've never read something like this before, maybe if you're
Yeah.
thinking about reading something like this, definitely listen to this episode then. You've heard the trigger
Correct.
warnings, you know what you're in for. If you're
Correct.
still kind of curious about what these books are about, maybe stick around, take a listen, because Deb and Jamie
Right.
will definitely let you know what's entailed in these. And if it still sounds like your cup of tea, then go ahead and pick it up.
And if you make this your first dark romance series that you have ever read, kudos to you. You are
Yeah.
a different breed
Mhm.
because I don't know that I could handle this as my first one.
Yeah. It's not a dipping of the toes.
No, it's
Okay.
just a straight nosedive.
Yeah.
So this is okay. So I listen,
think-
listeners,
yeah.
if you've never read this or anything like it, I am right there with you throughout this whole episode. I am just here to ask the questions that you're probably thinking about in your brain. So before we get into everything dark, anything new going on with you ladies in the world of Deb or Jamie?
Recently just watched We Were Liars on
I watched
Oh.
that one.
I saw
Amazon.
that.
Oh my god.
It came
I-
up on my feed.
It ripped my heart out.
I had a feeling that was going to be the end, like towards the second to last episode. I'm like, that's probably what's going to happen. I don't like the supernaturalness that's happening though.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't think it was that kind of book.
You
And it
want to
might
know
not
what
be,
got
but-
me? You want to know what got me? The dogs.
Oh
Boy.
yeah. That was horrible. I can't.
I
yeah.
sobbed. Sobbed.
You're
It's
like-
my
you're like,
biggest
I'm
Screw the
fear.
automatically
kids.
not watching this.
You're like,
No.
screw the kids. Those dogs. I
Oh
know
yeah,
the dogs killed me.
absolutely. Screw the humans. I don't care. Maybe that's bad
I
to
thought-
say.
no, I thought she was gonna get to them in time. I really did.
Yeah.
And yeah, that killed
Well,
me
I
a little bit.
I'm not watching
sobbed.
this.
It's not
It's
like
yeah.
detailed at all, but
It's just that last
I'll
episode that you're just like, what?
yeah.
Listen,
And I mean, what a last episode.
it is hard enough to get me to watch something new that I'm already like, no. But you know what I did
No.
watch? You know what I did watch? I watched the 2-episode Charlie Sheen documentary that was on
How
Netflix.
was it?
It was really, really good.
Okay.
It was very good. And I
Tell us more.
I was like present while all of that craziness was going on with him, but I
Oh
didn't really
yeah.
pay attention. Like I just know like the twinning and the winning and all that.
Mhm.
But I had no idea how
Like
far
how
off
deep
the
it
deep
went.
end he went.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is
I don't
okay
know that.
now.
Is he like
And
sober now?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I would
he like
hope.
well, and
Yeah.
he fully admits, like in the interview, like talking about it is like very triggering to him. And he's like, I like still want that, but I know better.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was very, very good. Yeah,
Was
I
Denise
recommend.
Richards on it?
Yeah, I think she was,
She
right?
was. She
Oh.
was.
Wait, were his kids on it or did they just talk about them? 'Cause
One
I
of them
heard
was. I don't remember the name of the daughter that's on it, but she did come on.
Denise Richards has like a reality show, I think, on Hulu. And I started watching
Well,
that.
is
I
she
think.
still? I don't watch any
She
other
was a
Housewives.
housewife.
Yeah, I don't watch
Yeah,
any
she
other
was a
franchise
housewife, but
besides New Jersey.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
you
the only
really?
one I watch.
should.
I know. Some of them are good. I like to watch it while I'm like folding laundry.
Yeah.
It's just
Beverly Hills is
Mhm.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Orange County is pretty good too. I watched that.
I
And I
got
just watched
bored
Salt
after
Lake City.
Vicky left.
Yeah, this season's not too bad. Tamara's going off the deep end though. I'm like, woo,
Yeah.
she's crazy. Yeah.
I've considered rewatching because Tamara came back, but also Potomac, you should
I didn't watch
definitely
that one.
watch. So
I
since
watched
I'm
Salt Lake City. I started watching that one. That one's kind
yeah.
of like, all right.
So since I'm moving like towards the Maryland area, I'm like I had to watch it.
You have to watch
And
Potomac now. Yeah.
it was they are a different breed. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Really?
I mean, I love so many of them, but oh my God, different breed.
Mm.
They kept me, well, you know what? I'm very, Jersey is what I stick with, right? Mandy and I are very much like Team Jersey, but they brought a lot of drama and they were really, really awesome. And I'm like, gun ho now. I'm like, yes, I need more. I can't wait. The new season starts October 3rd, and what better timing?
Right? That's perfect for you. It's like meant to be.
I know. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, it's fated then in the Bravo
Oh, no, but-
universe, that Deb move. What do you say, ladies? Should we get into this?
Heck yes.
I'm a little scared, but Deb,
I'm so excited.
take
Deb,
it
you might
away,
have to,
Deb.
like, yeah, facilitate it more so because I'm trying to like I read these books a while ago.
Okay.
That's okay.
And
But-
I read them pretty recently. And
Like I feel like if you say something, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know. Like,
yeah. And we all know my brain. So I have the outline to make sure that I stay on track instead of going
All right.
So this is the Edge of Darkness series. This is written by Leigh Rivers. There are 3 books in this series. We've got Insatiable, we've got Voracious, and we've got Restitution.
Okay.
As I was reading these books, I never knew their names. I don't know why. I just knew him as book 1, book 2, book 3 because
So, Jamie, you read primarily on Kindle Unlimited, right?
yeah, I tend to.
Okay. So, and I am very much a Audible girly. So when I saw my book boyfriend Teddy Hamilton was narrating the MMC in this series, which is Cade Mitchell, I was all for it. So I think I got through these books each. They took me like a day and a half. I was hooked from the start. It was
Yeah,
so
they are
good.
very.
They're fast paced. So something's always happening and it keeps you interested. And it's like, but wait, I need more and I need more
I know
and
they're
I need
shocking
more.
the whole time.
Yes.
It's
So I
it's
feel
like
like every,
what else?
yes, like what else can happen? Like what more can we go through?
Yeah,
So to give you a little bit of a summary and without giving too much away, I will give you the description. We'll go through Insatiable first, and then we'll kind of talk about, like our favorite parts of it. Insatiable is a dark romance that tells the story of Cade Mitchell, who is obsessed. And when I mean obsessed, I mean obsessed with Stacy Rhodes, a woman from his past who betrayed him. Years after a traumatic event forced them apart, Cade, now deep in a criminal underworld, is granted a brief moment of freedom and returns to claim Stacy despite his hatred for her. And the novel explores themes of obsessive love, trauma, and the complex, violent dynamic between Cade and Stacy as their forbidden past love story unfolds through alternating timelines, leading to a cliffhanger ending. This book, I mean, page 1, I was like, it had me in a chokehold. I was like, I need more. I need more. This is one of those books where I was listening to it during work hours and I let some calls go to voicemail and I didn't care about it.
I give you credit for listening to it. I don't know how I'd be listening to. I need to like read stuff. I need to like see it. I think that's how I process it.
Teddy Hamilton soothed me to sleep with
I'm
this
trying
book.
to
No, I'm just
I have
kidding.
to look him up later because I'm trying to remember what other
Mandy.
audiobooks
Oh,
I've
he's done a
read with
lot.
him. Yeah, I
He's
know.
done so much. He did Till Summer Do Us Part. He narrated that, which was he also narrated Haunting and Hunting Adeline.
Oh, I can't. I see like it's funny that I
Poor
read these
Mandy.
books because I don't think I could do haunting
Okay,
or
so
You
here's the
can.
thing.
You can.
no,
At the end of this episode, after I hear everything that happened in these books, I will tell you if you can read that. I don't think you
I
should because I
no, but
didn't
I
like
told you
those,
how
but
I do you know how I told you I deep dive to find out what's in each book? Like if I want it, if it's like a dark romance, I I deep dove into that book and I heard the second book. Like I don't like reading stuff
yeah.
about trafficking, and that's
Yeah.
like all it is. And that's
Oh,
why
so
this
we're
one,
safe from that in this book at least.
not really, not
No, you're
really.
not.
Ugh.
But you don't find that out until like later. And then I was so
Correct.
into it that I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm just gonna get through it because yeah, there's something in that last book that like
And
the husband
honestly,
mentions. Oh,
yeah.
that like
And
disturbed me.
honestly, the trafficking part of it is not
Yeah, it's mostly to
it's
the main character. Like he
correct.
kind of like
Correct.
she whores him out a little bit.
Yeah,
And
so Bernadette is one of the protagonists in this
she
series,
is the
right?
villain,
Protagonists.
the
And she
devil.
is Satan. She is absolute
She's
Satan
crazy.
reincarnate.
All right, so give me
Yes.
like a quick in this first book because what
I-
who's
Well,
who and what's happening?
So Cade Mitchell is all of these kids that are involved in this story are very wealthy and they live over in Europe. So Cade is our MMC.
Okay.
Stacy is our FMC.
Okay.
Cade and Stacy meet because Cade's sister,
Twin sister Luciella or something?
Luciella, yep,
Yeah, our best
Cade,
friend.
yes. So Luciella and Stacy are best friends. They meet at dance. So Stacy does a little bit of like, she does regular dance, but then she also does like acrobatics. She does some like pole dancing type of
Or aerial. What is that called?
and
Doesn't
aerials.
she
Yes.
does like the
Yes.
I can't think of the word. The silk
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm. So they met at this dance class when they were younger, and then they just became best friends. And then Cade became absolutely obsessed with Stacy. Cade's father, Tobias,
Oh yeah,
is
I love it.
I love him. I
Yeah.
love him so much.
Oh,
So
I know. I can't even.
Tobias is locked up in prison
In a mental
the-
institution, I
in a
think.
mental
Like a
yes,
psych
mental
ward or
institution.
something.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And for doing
He's a
something
psychopath.
very he's a
He's a
psycho.
psychopath.
So he basically um did not great things to Cade's mother. Never to the point of like
I don't think he hurt
hurting
her.
her.
Yeah, I
No,
think he just hurt other people
for
for her
her.
or around her. Like
Yeah.
he was just. It's called like she wrote a second. There's like a standalone series with the dad, like Tobias, and the mom, how they met, and it's called Psychotic
Psychotic
Obsession.
obsession.
So that's really like it was like that. It was like an intense relationship, and
Correct.
it was just an obsession.
And we start to learn that Cade has inherited a lot of these traits
yeah.
from Tobias.
Okay.
So we start off with Cade and Stacy are on the outs. Cade hates her for apparently cheating on him with his own brother. Cade's half brother. He thinks Stacy and Jason slept together.
Yeah.
And it was the one thing that obviously Kay didn't want. I mean, naturally, if I found out my siblings, cheated on me or, my boyfriend cheated on me with somebody like that, like, yeah, I'd be pissed. So you start to understand, like, all right, he's pissed off at her. She's not really the greatest person. You kind of start to feel like, she's the bad person in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he's
And then you start
justified.
to,
Yeah.
right. And then you start to get like little snippets from their past. So this book flips between Stacy's and Cade's point of view, and then you start to get glimpses of flashbacks from when they were younger.
Okay.
So they met when they were 15 at a party at the Mitchell household. And like I said before, Cade was completely obsessed with her. And that just kind of carried over. You get into how their relationship was, which was, I mean, he would do anything for her and not in a toxic way.
Yeah, it was actually
Okay.
really sweet, their relationship. Like
Yes.
they were like just all into each other.
Yes. They had a very, it made me, like, when I was reading this, I felt like I was back in high school, like very young love.
Oh, but you also have to say they couldn't tell his twin sister and her best friend Luciella that they were dating
Right.
because she didn't
Correct.
she didn't really
She
want
didn't, right. She didn't
her brother to
want,
like
yeah.
another one of her friends. So they kind of had to go
Correct.
behind her back.
Yes.
So
But
yeah.
Cade's mom always kind of knew. She was always just kind of like, she saw them from like, a distance, and they were like, they're getting to know each other and everything. And, the family was okay with it from that point, but not, Luciella had no idea what was going on. So
See,
they
but
were
that's
very
why I felt
secretive.
bad for like what happens to Cade, because his mom and even his stepdad were just so supportive. They were just such a
Right.
nice family dynamic that you're like, how does this happen? How does
Right. How does all of this
and
happen?
how do they not know? Like, I feel bad because I guess,
Yep.
like, jumping forward, I mean, the mom does feel bad and she's like, how did I not see this? But, like,
Right.
yeah.
So in Insatiable, we start to get little pieces from what Stacy had gone through and what her home life was like. Stacy's home life sucked big time. Her mom died, and her dad remarried, and she got two stepbrothers, one Kyle, who was amazing to her, and one Chris, who was an absolute nightmare. So we start to see some of these things unfold with Stacy going through some flashbacks and going through why she still loves Cade, but they can't be together because this thing happened and she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want Cade to know. She never told anybody. She did tell her father at one point that her stepbrother was basically, trying to sleep with her
Creepy.
and all that.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
he
just
was being
being
real
creepy and,
friggin'
like,
creepy. And he didn't believe her, which is so sad. So
I
sad
know.
that her own father couldn't even believe her. And um she didn't want to like break up her family at that point. And then she goes through the tragedy of her father unfortunately dying. And she still hasn't told Cade about what happened. Meanwhile, their relationship from when they were younger, she had gotten pregnant at one point,
Oh, I forgot
and
about that. Yeah.
yeah, she and Kate got pregnant together, and they were so excited. And then
Mm,
because her stepbrother is a possessive
yeah. Like,
psychopath, obsessed with her,
Yeah.
doesn't even begin to describe it. Um, yeah, you know, he he beat the crap out of her basically, and she lost her baby,
Yeah.
which was very
Oh,
unfortunate.
God.
It was horrible. Yeah.
Oh, that is so
And
sad.
it was,
But she
yeah,
doesn't
and
end
that
up
made me
telling
so
Cade about how she doesn't tell Cade how bad it is at home. Like, no one knows that her
right.
stepbrother is like
Nobody.
abusing her and like
Right.
making her feel super uncomfortable. Like, she even doesn't even know half of it either. Like,
Right.
because he drugs her at some points that you find out
Yeah.
later on that she doesn't know.
Yeah. It's horrible. He was such a piece of shit. And the whole
No.
series you're going through, you're starting to put all the pieces together. Chris is alive and still around, and he's still creating hell for her. And she won't tell anybody. Because of the fact that she told her dad and he didn't believe
Yeah.
her. So now she's like, I can't tell
Scared to tell
anybody because
people because,
nobody,
like, yeah.
yeah, because nobody's going to believe me. How is Kate going to believe me that, So we start to get into the night that she cheated on Cade with Jason. What happened really was her stepbrother drugged her, basically, and ended up drugging Jason, Cade's brother.
Doesn't he take her to this, like, he's gonna, like, give her to his friends to pass around,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she's fighting him it's at this club,
Poor
and
Mandy.
he brings her because he's, like, getting money from these people, he's like getting money from his friends to pass her around, and she's
Yep.
fighting him. And Jason, Cade's brother, sees it 'cause he's like at this club for after work or something. So then he comes over to try to like, he's, hey, like, are you okay? Do you want me to help you? So he was being a nice person, but like, yeah, then they both get dropped. I don't even remember how like they end up
Is this all book
in the
one?
same room. I don't remember
No.
now.
No,
Oh,
No,
okay.
actually, this
Okay.
goes into
trying to remember.
a little bit of voracious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where
I'm trying-
it's the timelines, they all
Yeah.
I just have to say, Leigh Rivers did a very good job at starting this series and following it through all the way to the end, because the timeline and how you see it is like perfect.
So everything pretty much
She-
picks up where it left. Okay.
He
So
Yes.
then,
out.
okay.
It's-
So let's just go
yes.
through the whole thing then.
Yeah.
Well, because
So
I think in the first book there's a lot of flashbacks, so
Yes.
like it's
you
hard.
get
Yeah.
so in book 1, they, and Jamie, you might have to remind me, because at the start of book 1, Cade comes back from doing a job for Bernadette. So Bernadette finds Cade because he's Tobias Mitchell's son. And
But she kind of like picks him out, well, because of that. But she gets him when
Right.
he's at his lowest. It's like you find out that she like recruits him basically when he finds out that Stacy and his brother like supposedly cheated. So he's like
Yep.
distraught, and she kind of like almost like preys on him or like grooms him.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, basically like takes him in and says like, here, I can give you almost like another outlet or family or whatever. And
Right. Kind of, but in a more like sadistic way.
yeah,
She also drugs him
mhm.
and gets him to now go and like kill these people for her, which
And also sleep with people. Like he
and also
kind
sleep
of
with
whores him
people.
out a little bit. Like,
Yes.
and she
Yes.
also takes advantage of him too. Like
Yes.
the first night, I think, doesn't she? And doesn't the like
Yes.
husband come in or something? Like I don't know. It was very.
Yes. She's just an evil, disgusting,
Yeah.
vile human being, because I mean, Cade's young at this point.
He's like 19 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's young. So, but she promises him all the money in the world, and she also promises to help his father in the United States.
Oh yeah.
So he's got like a little bit of a motive. He's like, what else do I got to lose? Sure, I'll take the money. I want to help dad, this, that, the other thing.
Isn't she like
So-
a DA or something? Like she's in the police, right?
Yeah. So she's
Yeah.
got the
That's why she's
entire.
untouchable.
Yep, exactly. Until she's not. And we'll get
Oh.
into that.
Oh my god.
Thank God. Thank God. Anyway, so Stacy and Cade kind of come back together at this point, and they are traveling together. They're going back overseas to America. They're going to see Tobias Mitchell.
Mhm.
And Cade's going with her, and everything that could go wrong goes wrong. Their flight gets canceled together, so they have to go take a different flight together and all this. And you can start to see them rekindling their love for each other in not a very healthy manner.
Oh
all while he's leaving at night to go out and do these killings for Bernadette. So she's got him doing killings in Europe and then also in the United States. She's everywhere. She's got her hand in everybody's friggin' business, which is, I don't
Yeah.
understand. We never
I
really
don't
get
know.
into.
Yeah, like is it the mafia? Is it like some? It's just they call it like the underbelly or the underground thing. I don't know.
Yeah, the
The underworld or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I don't know, it's very weird.
she's got connections to everybody. So they're in America. He's going out left and right at night, killing people. And then Stacy starts to like understand, like, oh,
He's in trouble.
this is what you do for work.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. So all while they're starting to like, Cade hates her, but he loves her at the same time. And he's like, he can't get
'Cause I
away
don't
from
think
her.
because I don't really think he believes that she actually cheated. Like, I don't think I think he doesn't understand, like,
I too think that. So
'cause,
I
like, I don't
think,
think she ever really talked to the brother that much, like, that it would be, like,
right,
believable that
correct. Because when everything was unfolding, when they were together, and Stacy got pregnant and everything, he went to Jason and Jason was so excited for him. And Jason himself
Yeah,
was engaged to somebody who he, loved. So
yeah,
he didn't really understand like
yeah.
why this happened. So how Kate found out was some unknown number sent him a video of
Oh,
Stacy
yeah.
and Jason
Oh,
together.
But it was,
God.
like, a sliced video, like, he didn't know that at the time, but I think later on you find out he sees the whole video, and it's
Correct.
not,
Correct.
like,
It was
anything.
edited. Yeah, it was edited to look like, she went after him and everything like that. And then I think it's towards the end of Voracious, Bernadette shows him the entire video. And Cade's like, oh my God. Because in the video, she's saying, like, where's my boyfriend? Where's Cade? Where's Cade? Like,
Yeah,
what am
like,
I doing?
she's not
Like,
you could tell that
because
they're
she was
drugged
so
too.
drugged. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was so
Even the
drugged.
brother wasn't, like, there, like, you could see or something, like, or
Mm-hmm.
wait, I'm trying to think the end of Voracious, though. What happens? Why do they end up, like I think wait, is it because she finds out that he's working for Bernadette, and isn't she trying to get him out? And then she
Yep.
tries to go
And then they end up in the auction at the
yeah.
mansion. And
So,
she gets sold.
yeah. Like, that's how it ends, and you're just like, "What the" like,
It,
her
they,
actually, she gets
yeah,
sold, and so does Cade's sister.
yeah. But
It
the,
gets better, like,
pe-
yeah.
so the people who end up buying
Buying them.
them
Oh, like, this is the
is,
part that I told your sister that I was
yeah,
like, fist bumping in the air. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah."
So the person who ends up buying Stacy at the auction is Tobias Mitchell. Tobias Mitchell breaks out of the
He
institution
pretends to be
because
somebody else.
yep,
Okay. Okay.
But
All
I think
right.
we're
Well,
missing wait,
that's
we're
good.
kind of missing a part though too, because also in Voracious though, there is like a whole section. She's like goes into hiding for some reason,
yes.
and she's working with
Bernie
Kate.
Bernie takes her. Kate
Yeah,
tells
Barry, I
Bernie
think.
Barry, yes,
Yeah,
Barry, his
personal
bodyguard,
assistant, I think. Or
yes, bodyguard, to take Stacy and bring her to wherever
I think
Barry
we're
and his wife
confusing Mandy
are.
though too, because while Kate is working for Bernadette, he is also trying to get out because she's a crazy devil
Yes,
bitch. So
yes,
he kind of has like his own side jobs. So he has his own security like detail on himself.
correct,
And Barry is like his personal assistant, his like go-to guy. So
right?
at some point something happens, I forget, uh but Stacy has to get out and go into hiding. So
Yep.
Barry takes her and they go to like someplace in the United States. I forget like
It's because Bernadette found out who Stacy
oh,
was.
yes,
And
to
she
Kate,
found out who
yeah.
Stacy was to Cade because at the end of Insatiable, Archie, who is Bernadette's husband,
Who's a
finds
fucking
them
psycho, sorry.
together.
Can I not swear?
He is. It's just a family full of fucking psychos.
Yeah. But while she's in hiding, though, and Cade is like MIA, he's working back with Bernadette because he has to like distance
Poor
himself from her.
Mandy.
She visits
It's
Tobias
not poor
in
Gary
his
today.
mental.
It's not poor Gary
No,
today.
no, Stacy
That's right. I had my
visits.
wine.
Stacy visits Tobias,
Right.
Cade's psychotic dad, in his like in the mental
Yes.
institution, and forms like a
Sh-
really weird friendship with him, like almost kind of
Right.
like paternal. Like he has like a he pretends like he hates her, or he pretends like, oh, you're here again, but he has some type of like paternalness to, as much as he can, because once again he is a psychopath who doesn't make those connections. But so that's why when he saves her in the third book, the reason why he saves her is because he feels like she's almost like another daughter because of
Right,
book 2.
because Stacy starts to open up to Tobias and tell
Yeah.
her, like, I didn't willingly cheat on
Yeah.
your son.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
drugged.
they
and
get like a
forced.
weird sort of friendship that like she opens up about, like, yeah, how she told her dad about the brother and how he
Right.
didn't believe her. And
Yep.
Tobias is like fuming. He's like, what do you mean? Basically, like,
Right.
he hates the brother and stuff. Like, it.
Yep.
So that's why in book 3, when he saves her, you're just like, yes.
Yep.
Like, he
And
he does
Barry,
love her.
yep. And Barry buys Luciella.
Wait, I thought it was the Russians that bought Luciella, like Sebastian's friend.
No, I think it
or
was
Sebastian's
I
cousin.
think it
or whatever.
was Barry. No, because Sebastian was out. Sebastian was
Oh, we haven't even talked about
also,
Sebastian.
yeah. Sebastian is Cade's best friend who is in love with Luciella.
But
and
he's also bi. That's kind of a thing.
he's also
in the
bad.
book.
Yeah, he's part of the Russian mafia.
No, I'm saying he's bi. Like, he's
Oh,
bisexual.
but
He's
I'm
in the
sorry.
guys and
I thought you
girls.
said bad. I
Oh,
apologize.
no. Well, he's also bad too. Like, he's connected to the mob. He is connected to the Russian mob. So
The Russian mob.
So he like uses but I don't know if he's like super in with them. Like, I think they're trying to get him into it, but
No.
he keeps like backing out. But now
Right,
that,
because
like,
he wants to be with Luciella, and if he stays within his family, he's got
Yeah.
to marry somebody within,
who they approve or they want.
Correct. So Sebastian is trying to help Cade get out of the underworld
yeah.
from Bernadette. And in that,
He
Cade
gets
gets
himself in
captured
there.
by Bernadette, and they also grab Sebastian.
Especially because of his
So
ties
then-
to the Russian mob, because they're like, ooh, this is a good
Correct.
one to have.
Right. So they also start using Sebastian like they're using Cade, which is terrible. It's awful.
And they also use Sebastian on Cade sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for Bernadette's like sick perverse thing. Yeah.
Poor Mandy's like, I regret all of this.
The only reason why that's kind of...
Where are we in this series?
I know.
We're in the third book by now.
Okay.
We're in restitution. We're
a lot
in
of
restitution.
it is like it's like flashbacks at points. So
I love this for you guys.
It's actually a really Leigh Rivers did a really good job writing this series because, like I said, Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say, like, finish like going through it all, and then
So we get into restitution where Luciella and Stacy are sold off.
Okay.
Eh?
But really, they've been like they've been
the Russians get laid by Luciella because then they take her somewhere, and then I think they're trying to get her back from the Russians. Not like the Russians are in on the con or whatever. Like, they're trying to get both girls out, but they can only get one.
I think yes,
Sebastian loves Luciella. He's like, I need you to do this for me. So basically, I think, doesn't he make a deal with his family? Like, you do this for me, and I'll marry whoever you want.
I
Isn't that
either
the
that or I think Tobias has something to do with it too.
yeah.
Because I remember in Restitution when they find out that they have captured Bernadette and Archie on Cade's side, they say to the Russians, or no, when they take Tobias, Cade tells Barry, tell the Russians the deal is off. So I do believe you are correct.
Yeah, so basically like the sister and Stacy gets rescued.
Right,
So they don't really get sold.
right.
And I I don't know if I don't know if a lot of stuff happens in between that, but long story short, they all do get out. Like even
Yes,
Cade and Sebastian, and they all meet at like a safe house. And
right.
that's kind of when like the crazy shit happens too. Like
Yeah.
um
So, so they get like this real nice lull of Cade is trying to like work through his PTSD because he's just been rescued out of the most traumatic events of his life. Stacy
well, and
has
Bernadette's been drugging him for the whole time too, so he doesn't know what's real and what's not real. Because like when she drugs
right,
him, he sometimes thinks of Stacy while he's doing certain things with
yeah,
Bernadette and other people. So he doesn't
right,
know if Stacy's really there sometimes, and like it's really
right.
like it's really heartbreaking that he doesn't know what's
It
real
was
anymore.
it was so I think that was so heartbreaking because it's like you can just tell he's like like he loves her,
Yeah.
but like this woman did so much to him. It was horrible. It made me really sad. um
Yeah.
but yeah, so he starts to come down from this. He starts to feel a little bit better. He starts to get better. Bernadette finds where they are, and Bernadette puts a bullet in Jason's head,
Oh
which
no,
is after.
because
Yeah,
Jason stands in front of Stacy like he's trying to
right,
protect her.
right.
And Kate, and it's so heartbreaking too because Kate, I think, he's just found out that his
And
brother
he's
really didn't
forgiven
cheat.
Jason, right?
Yeah, but
And
I
he's
don't think they
forgiven
built
him,
that relationship back up yet. It's starting
right?
to happen, and then Jason goes in front of
He
the bullet for
dies.
Stacy and dies, and I'm just like, what
Yeah.
is going
And
on?
in one of the flashbacks where it's right after the incident happened, Jason is trying to console Stacy like I I thought you were Gianna. I didn't
Yeah,
know who you were. We can go to the police. Like
yeah, they were
I
like
will
trauma bonding, like
correct.
basically because they
And
both were shunned by
Stacy,
Casey.
right. And Stacy goes to the nearest bridge and she's like, I don't want to live anymore. And Jason finds her and says,
Yeah.
I would take a bullet for you. We will
Mm.
figure this out.
Yeah,
And
like
it
he's a
like,
good
I
guy.
know,
No,
I cried so bad.
I know. I
I'm like,
like
oh,
because it was just
Jason.
like all these crazy people around them. Like, ugh.
But yeah, and then we get into then they catch Bernadette and
Wait, hold on. Before they catch Bernadette, don't they send Bernadette sends in her husband first, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
She's
Thank you,
sh
Jamie.
yeah, she sends in her husband to get it. Oh wait,
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember now. Now
they
I'm trying to.
they catch so they catch Archie.
Yeah.
They keep him in the basement. Kay tortures the fuck out of him, like
Oh my
bad.
God.
Because this guy's just a
It's bad.
sleazeball. Well,
He
it
is. He's a sleazeball.
we never mentioned this. I forgot. They have Bernadette and Archie have a daughter, a biological daughter,
Yeah.
and they keep trying to pimp her out to Cade. They kind of want her to marry Cade. But then you also find out that, like,
Right.
Archie was videotaping himself doing stuff with her. Like, that's
Right.
why it all comes out on, like, in his confession at the end, like, right before Kate. Like, this is all being televised on, like, our
Yes.
live stream, and, like, they're
So,
torturing him in front
yes.
of everyone.
So what
And
happens
yeah,
is Cade he snaps. He fully snaps. He says
he
to
just takes him
Archie,
outside. Yeah, he
yeah,
takes him outside,
he
and he's,
says
like,
to
live
Archie,
streaming the whole thing.
he says to Archie, you need to input the code into this computer in every file that of every girl they have sold, every video, every hundreds upon thousands of files, every corrupt cop within the system, everything. And
I think he's also doing
he,
it because of himself. He wants all of that info, like, all those videos
correct.
of him, like,
So, yeah,
gone
so
too.
all of Kate's stuff is in there too.
Yeah.
And they open the files and they send it to the CIA, the FBI, to everybody. And then Kate takes him out into the yard and he tortures the shit out of him while he live streams it and tells everybody what him, his daughter, or his
Mm.
wife and Kate have done.
Yeah.
And he says his name on national television. Like my name is Cade Mitchell. I am son of Tobias Mitchell. I have been, under the
Influence
control
of
of,
these, yeah.
of these
And
people.
been
I
forced
have,
to do these things, like these bad
yep,
things because of this. Because he's trying to find redemption, basically. Like,
right,
he's just trying to be like, it wasn't me the whole time. Like, I was
right,
being heavily coerced to doing all this stuff.
correct. And it ends up working in his favor because all these people ended up petitioning for him to
Yeah.
not go to jail. So, which kept him out for a little while. He did
Yeah.
end up going to jail, but before he ends up
Mhm.
going to jail, they get Bernadette. And they torture her equally to the point of, well, you know what?
She deserves it. You actually
Why
She
so
deserves
much
it in this book.
torture? Why so much
No, at
torture?
that
Because
point,
she's
you're like, I
horrible.
would do that too.
But like everybody's getting tortured.
Like,
Jamie.
no, and like it's mostly
She
like
gets what she deserves.
yeah, and
Well,
he
no,
ends
I
up,
get
like,
that
what she
aspect
deserves.
of it from what you're saying, but like I just feel like everybody's getting tortured at this point.
it it is. I mean, the torture that, like, if you're squirmish kind of, like, the torture is kind of like, it's not long, but Stacy gets her revenge too. And she
Oh.
even, like,
Stacy does
Stacy and
get her
Cade kind of
revenge.
do things in front of Bernadette because Bernadette is obsessed with Cade. Like, obsessed. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't I think she wanted to be with Cade. Even though she had a husband and all
Right.
that stuff, like, and was giving Cade to her daughter, like, I think she ultimately wanted to have Cade for herself. So,
Correct.
yeah, like, so they end up, like, Stacy and Cade, to kind of get back their power, they do things in front of her to be like Stacy's like, "Oh, this is what you wanted? You can't have
Right.
him, bitch." Like,
They also do that in front of Stacy's psychotic
oh,
stepbrother
yes. They also
before
catch
he
the
dies.
yeah, they
Yes,
also catch
Chris
the
also
stepbrother.
dies.
Mhm.
Everybody who ever caused
Lord.
any type of harm first, I say
Yes.
first because they all
Yeah.
die. Thank God.
Mhm.
God. Chris dies, Bernadette dies, Archie dies.
Oh, and then
Um,
Bernadette and Archie's daughter dies too. And I felt
Yeah.
bad kind of for that one because she was just as messed up. Like, she just was put in
Right.
a really crappy family,
Yeah.
and she just got obsessed with Cade too. She just wanted to
Right.
marry Cade because I also think she thought Cade would kind of take her away from her parents. Like, it would be
Right.
kind of like,
Correct.
so they end up like pulling a bullet in her head too because
Yeah.
she just is a
Well,
psycho.
no, Cade put a bullet in
Yeah.
her head.
Yeah.
Like, completely just like, I'm done with you. Bop.
Well, because weren't they gonna kill Stacy instead, or like
Yeah,
Stacy like meets
they
up
were.
with them to like try to trade or whatever, and he like basically like saves her? Like, I don't know. It's
So they save Bernadette Stewart, which I unfortunately forget her
yeah, I
name
mean, she wasn't a
at this
main
point.
character, but
No,
she was
but
kind of just annoying
they
in there.
tried to save her
Yeah.
because her parents were also trying to sell her
Yeah.
off as well, which
Like
was
they kind of felt
horrible.
bad a little bit, like at
Right.
certain points. Yeah.
So they tried to save her, and then Cade was just like, I'm so done with you. Bye.
Yeah. Because she would have never stopped. Like she would have always tried to come in between him and Stacy.
Correct.
Like she was
Correct.
just so brainwashed at this point that there was
Right.
no saving her.
So we come full circle. Bernadette, Archie, everybody's dead. All of the people who were running the underworld are dead.
Mhm.
Hallelujah. And then they come in and they take Cade away. And they take Cade away, and he's going to be in prison for the rest of his life. Stacy is obviously like, I will wait for you. You know,
Mhm.
I'm not going anywhere. Like I will come see you and everything. Even though like this petition was signed, all these people were like, you know, don't bring him in. He's done bad things,
Yeah.
but he was doing it because he had no other choice.
Like
Because
he was being most
Bernadette would
blackmailed.
threaten to kill. Right.
Yeah.
Bernadette would say, I will kill your entire family.
Yeah.
Like, who? I'm sorry. If
Yeah.
anybody came to me and was like, I'm going to kill your whole family if you don't start doing these things, I might be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Like,
might have to like,
please
yeah.
don't touch my family. Like,
Okay,
but,
I'll kill him.
right, like, sorry, huh? Please don't touch my
Oh my
family.
god.
But it comes full circle. They end up
I think
reducing
he
his
like
sentence to
yeah,
10 years, which is
yeah.
great. And then everybody gets their happy ending. Cade and Stacy are together. They've got a beautiful family together. Sebastian and Luciella
Do
are
they have
together.
wait,
They've
do
got
they end up
kids.
having well, no. Sebastian see like there's so many side stories to this because actually she is writing books about certain side characters. Like Sebastian and Luciella, it's their whole story in this whole thing is very strange because Sebastian is in love with Luciella. Luciella is in love with him, but she
Is
always
like,
like kind of puts it off, like, okay, get off from me or whatever. But she does have
well,
like
she doesn't want to fall in love with her brother's best friend.
yeah, especially because like he's a flirt and stuff. I don't know, but they do have a thing. And actually, at the end
Right.
of restitution, she is pregnant with his kid.
They
So
do,
they
yes.
are
So,
together, but to save, I forget the actual like, but to save somebody, Sebastian has to agree to his Russian family, mafia family, that he will marry whoever they tell him to, if that's like to get his friends out, like to help
right,
his friends get out of the situation that they were in. So
right.
at the end of the restitution book, he's actually engaged to some Russian mafia daughter, and he can't be with Luciella, but even though he's having a kid with her, like
So, yeah,
it's very strange.
that happens in like the beginning or middle of
Mm.
restitution, but then towards the end of it, like he calls off the engagement, he calls off their wedding and everything, and I'm almost positive him and Luciella
No,
end up being together. I'm almost
no.
positive.
No,
Um,
at the end of the book, like the epilogue or whatever, they're at like that dance recital. He's
oh
not with
yes,
her.
you're right,
Or like
Jamie.
they can't like the Russian mafia can't know about Luciella and that they're having
Right.
a kid. because they don't want, I think Sebastian doesn't want them to use his kid as the heir or something like that.
Correct.
Like,
Correct. No, you're right.
they don't want that life for their kid, or either that
Right.
or they won't accept Luciella because she's not Russian or something like that.
Right.
So
Right.
that's why there's going to be a whole book series just on those two, because that whole thing,
What?
yeah, she has a
When?
couple. I don't know. It just says on her Instagram, she has like a diagram of all like the interconnected series, and Sebastian and Luciella are getting a 2-book series. And actually, because you didn't finish the other series, the Web of Silence series,
Right.
is kind of connected at some point. Like in the second book, Little Liar, when they're dealing with the Russian mafia, that's actually where they connect. That's where they like come
Oh.
together. And Sebastian and Barry and Tobias are all in that book. Or they make appearances in Little Liar because
I love that.
Malachi is using one of Sebastian's cousins to help in a situation that they have.
I
And
see.
it has to do with the Russian mob. So when they are actually in that safe house in Restitution, that's actually where they interconnect, because Malachi actually goes to the safe house and he talks to Sebastian and Tobias and stuff, and they're doing like an excursion thing, like they are trying to get out Malachi, Olivia.
Oh.
It's like it's a whole, but that's how they connect. And it's funny because there is going to also be a book called The Legacy, and it's going to be about the kids from Cade and Stacy's kid and Malachi and Olivia's daughter, I think.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
so I'm like super
So
excited
for
about that.
way more to come then with all of this.
I know. I just like
Way
Okay.
more.
like all over.
Way more.
Well, then-
So do we
I'm trying
have
to
the
think.
whole, have we gone through? I have not read this series.
We've pretty much
have we
covered the entire
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What you need to know is that everybody gets their happy ending.
Everybody.
Towards the-
Okay.
you gotta go through some major shit.
Well, yeah,
But
that sure is what it
Everybody
sounds
gets
like.
their happy ending,
This-
which is great.
This is why I think I was telling you, Jeb, that the Web of Silence too, the reason I liked it a little better, especially if like you're not super into dark romances, is because in like the Edge of Darkness series, I mean, obviously it would bother anyone, but I get bothered that when the main characters like stuff happens to them outside, like how how Stacy's stepbrother basically like R's her while she's drugged
Right.
and stuff, like, or takes advantage of her, and like how Cade was basically like fully taken advantage by Bernadette. Like, I don't know, like to me, it in the Web of Silence series, both main characters, they get put in weird situations, but nothing bad happened to them outside of their relationship. And I like that. Like, I don't know. It's just
I
me, but
don't like spiders. I
Oh.
do not
Yeah, I
like
don't either.
spiders. And I mean, people are gonna think I'm probably a freaking weirdo. I don't know. Like, I was here for the story. I was like, give me more, give me more,
Yeah.
give me more. It was the pacing.
You get caught up in the world. Like, you're just like,
So
oh my
good.
God.
Yes, because I'm like, what happened? I need to know everything that happened.
When I finished that book, I was like it does put you in a dark place, but you're just like, what
does.
book can I
It puts
read
you in a
after
slump.
this? Like, what book will like have me
Pumpkin Spice
feeling
Cafe.
these things? Yeah. Or
No, I don't recommend that one right now anyway.
You need something light.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, pumpkin spice is light. It's super light. Very light.
It's Hallmark
It's
light.
Hallmarky to the point
need,
where
like,
I
the
need like a
next
little
book-
bit. I mean, that not this level, Sorry. I love you
Yeah.
both dearly
You have no
two of the-
choice but to love me.
these are two of the people that I've known for like Deb, her whole life.
I hope.
Jamie
Yeah.
for a very long time. I love you both dearly. Deb,
No,
you say give me more. I say give me less.
I was like, yes, keep going.
But it's for me, it's kind of like those like crime documentary things. Like I never want,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
no.
never, no, but
Yes!
I never want to start it because I know if I start it, I get really into them. But then
Oh.
afterwards, it's almost kind of like I have, like, my mind just won't turn off. And then I start thinking of all these bad things that can happen. I'm like, oh God, I can't, like, then I start getting paranoid. So that's why this book.
I can completely understand why a series like this is as addictive as it is,
Oh, yeah.
because it's definitely, it sounds like anyway, there's a ton going on. You have a lot of characters, which explains why you have all of these interconnected series going on here.
Correct.
And
Correct.
again, I've never read anything by Leigh Rivers, but it sounds to me like everything that she is writing makes sense and it's flowing well.
Absolutely.
It's just the content for me
Oh, yeah.
that I
Of
probably
course.
couldn't
Yeah.
get to.
Of
But
course.
if you're, if you can get past, or, I don't want to say if you like that kind of thing, because nobody likes that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But if you're
No,
If you
okay
can
reading that kind of
handle,
thing,
if you can
Right.
handle
If
it,
you
Right.
can
like,
handle it.
absolutely.
like mentally, like if you can handle it, yeah.
Right. No,
And-
it sounds like it sounds like it's a good series for somebody who can, personally, it just doesn't appeal to me, but it sounds like a good series. I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to say like,
I give this series like 5 stars. I loved
wow.
it.
Well,
Those
Deb.
It's
Listen,
not, but, like,
I did not give The Night and the Moth 5 stars. So we are
Nobody
finding out
did.
that I am stingy.
no, it's a 5. It's a 5-star like read, but it's not something I would read again. If that makes sense. Like,
Right. No, I
Oh,
get
I
that.
loved it while I was reading it, and I got so into it, and it was like mind blowing at points, and you're just like, what? But I
Am I
would
just
never touch this again.
desensitized?
Well, it sounds like
I
it keeps
wouldn't
you
touch
hooked,
it
and
again.
it sounds like it keeps you engaged. For me,
Yeah.
from what
It's
you're
a
telling me,
thrill.
it sounds like you don't have any of those low points in the story. You're just like, bam,
Oh.
something
Yeah.
is always happening.
Yeah.
Right.
So good.
So I totally get why you guys love this.
I mean,
Absolutely,
I feel like
100%.
it's I don't want to compare it to this, but like, I don't know if you watch One Tree Hill. I didn't watch the
Nope.
whole thing, but One Tree Hill, it wasn't dark. Like, the show wasn't dark, but the things that these high school kids were doing, you're like, what? That would never happen in high school. It was kind of like this. Like,
Not when
it
we went to
was-
high school, James.
well, no, but like things that they were doing in that show, I was like, that's why I feel like they had to do like a time jump to like when they were like early 20s, because the things that were happening, like they were owning nightclubs and stuff, that I like, that's kind of what this series reminds me of. Like, it was just like very, like, you're like, this is high school, or like these kids are only in their 20s, or this is all happening like
Right.
during this time.
Right.
But it, yeah, but it was like, but it was a fun ride while reading it. Like, it was a
Yes.
good story.
Yeah. No, I get
Nobody
it.
wants these things to
Yeah.
happen.
No,
but like
for the same reason,
those-
Deb, that we watch certain things on TV. I mean,
Yeah.
right.
The drama,
the
like,
dramas
angst,
and we don't
Right.
want any of these things to happen, but do they make for good
No.
entertainment? Unfortunately,
No.
Yes.
yeah, they do. So
Mhm.
I get it. I probably can safely say I'm still not going to read this, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
judge anybody who reads this series. It sounds
If
I mean, it
But
sounds
like I said-
entertaining. It
but
definitely
like I
sounds
said, if you
entertaining.
wanted to dip your toes into like her world, Little Stranger and Little Liar, The Web of Silence, is I don't think it's as bad. Like, it's the main character is like the boy is like obsessive, and he is like it's very obsessive,
Obsessive.
but he doesn't. I feel like it's only them two. There's not really a lot of like outside
There's no
factors that like
there's no outside influence to
yeah,
this
or like
situation at
outside
hand.
people like harming them, or like
Right.
It's a little bit
or
more
if they are,
controlled.
it's like yeah, if they
Correct.
are, it's almost like she gets like I think in one of the situations in Little Stranger, her boyfriend at the time oh no, her mom is like pimping her out too. It's very strange, but
Yeah.
Oh
like
my God.
what these rich people do. But her mom wants her to marry rich. So
Right.
she kind of like sets her up with this like one guy, like they have like arranged marriages kind of situation. And she sends her out, and this guy is like a total jerk, and he ends up like telling his friends like, oh, you want to take a ride, like you want to have her too, and he's about to like let his friends have her, and she ends up texting her stepbrother that that she has like this close relationship with, and
Adopted.
yes, they're not related at all, but
Right.
he ends up like she ends up texting him the location, and he comes in with his like friend with like bats and masks, and he beats the crap out of them. And but you're just like, yes. But like in that situation, like I said, nothing does like doesn't end up nothing happens to her. Like she gets put in a weird situation, but I feel like in the Edge of Darkness series, they get put in those situations and something happens to them.
Right.
There's
So
a ton of
that's why
outside factors.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why like it's a
Okay.
little darker, I feel like, than her other series.
Right.
Well, it sounds all very dark to me.
Yeah.
But
It is.
again,
Oh,
I live in the world
so
of
good.
Allie Hazelwood. So, that's just.
See, I like those stuff too. Like
Well,
I
yeah.
did too.
especially after reading stuff like this, I have to like
You
bring
need
in.
something to
Yeah.
you need something to break it up then to go into next. You need something lighter. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to read next.
Well, I think
Ugh.
Deb and I think we decided what we're going to read together next together.
Oh,
Have
yes.
we? Have we
Yes, I
decided?
think so.
So,
Uh-huh.
going off of Ashley's recommendation, we're going to be doing, because it
Tell
just
me what
sounds
you
so good. Tell
did.
me what you did. So, I think Deb and I are going to
I'm
go through
See,
this.
so
that's like
Don't ask me
excited.
when the episode is coming, because I don't know. We both got a
Right.
lot of shit going
Right.
on. in our
see, that's like
lives.
one genre I don't know. Like I bought the
Janie,
Silent
if
Patient.
you can do what you're
I
reading,
know.
you can
I
literally do
know.
anything.
But I think it's
Anything.
mostly I think it's for me. I just like romance. I like any form of romance. And then
Okay.
that's why like thrillers and stuff, if there's no romance, it doesn't really
No, I get
intrigue
it.
me.
I get
And
it.
I feel bad because I bought the
If
Silent
there's no
Patient.
boning, it
Oh, I
ain't
didn't
for
like that
us.
book. I didn't
I
like
know,
that book,
but like
James.
I heard that was like a good, like it's almost
No,
kind of like a McDonald's read. Like it's an easy read, but
I didn't like it at all.
I haven't read it yet, and I
Yeah,
can't get
don't.
myself to read it because I just can't.
Jane, we'll talk and I'll give you some good thrillers to read. I have some good ones.
I tend to just stick to romance, but I think I
And
just
that's
like
fine.
any type of romance. Like I need
Yeah.
something like that in the story. Like even
Yeah.
fantasy, I want to do more like high fantasy, like how you said, like your husband Gary reads. I just don't know if I can get into
It's
it
very
because if there's
intimidating
not,
too.
It's hard.
yeah,
It's hard.
Yeah.
It is like this is not to say like Rebecca Yarros or Sarah J. Maas or anybody like
yeah,
but the fantasy for them is like here, and then you
yeah,
take Brandon Sanderson and he
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
up
It's just
here.
like
It's all
It
like
is
it's all
boy
world
fantasy.
building and all plot.
Boy
And
boy
fantasy.
fantasy.
I know. So like I
Little on the
wanna read.
romance.
I know I want to like try to read those because I love fantasy. Like I always loved like just watching fantasy type movies, and like I love all that stuff. But I don't know if there's not a romance in it. Like
It's hard.
No,
if
I
there's
get
no
find
it.
that
tension,
too.
I
if
get
there's
it.
no tension between the characters, like
My thing is
well,
it all depends on if I know going into something what my expectations are, then I'm okay. So if I go
Yeah.
into something thinking it's romance and there's very little, then I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
If I go into something like this knowing there's not a chance of any kind
Right.
of romance or smuttiness, I'm fine because I know
Yeah.
that's not what's going to be there. Then
The
I'm okay.
expectation has been
Yeah.
set.
Right. So
But see,
I'm
for me, it would be like a very slow read then, because I
right.
would know, and I would just be like, okay, I'm reading it just to read it, like to have it
Right.
like under my belt, like,
Yeah.
oh, I
You just
read,
need to you just don't have that
yeah,
you don't have the catch of the thrill is just you just don't
Right.
and that's fine. I mean, again, that's why there's
yeah,
thousands of books and they
Yes,
all
there
appeal to so
is.
many different kinds of people. So, I mean,
Right.
I feel lucky that like a little bit applies to me except
yeah.
for the dark
Right. Right. Mandy is a hard pass on the dark romance.
I am not like a hard pass. Like if it's like Deb, like you've suggested some of your like diet dark romance, like I can
Yeah.
see like maybe reading some of that, but like the
Oh yeah, I've got some of
pure
that.
dark romance, like
There's
I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry, it's not
This
for
is
me.
the darkest of dark that
Yeah,
you can
no,
get.
this is not for me. I
there's a
love it for
new,
you two, but it's just
yeah.
not for me.
No, but there is a book that's coming out, and like I keep seeing it all over like Instagram and bookstagram, whatever. The Alchemist. Have you heard about that?
I have heard
It
that.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
it was like that's the
I
traditional
think it's
one.
alchemized or something like
Yeah,
that. It
alchemized.
was
Yeah,
yeah,
it
it
was
was Harry Potter
manacled.
fanfic. Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Manacled, but like, but
Manacled,
I
yeah.
but I was
Yeah.
reading like how I told you I have to do a deep dive about like what something, if it's like dark or like triggers and stuff, like I need to know like exactly like what part of it is. So I did a kind of a deep dive, and it's basically like a lot of people describe it as a R.
Wait a second, James. Is it Manacled just renamed?
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
So
kind of.
basically.
I
It
think
is,
you
but it
could.
isn't.
All right. I know nothing about Harry Potter world.
No, but
But I
that's
think you
why
could read it because there is a podcast that I listen to. They are called Literally Reading. They're
Oh.
fantastic. I love that podcast. They don't like they like what the kind of stuff that I like, and they are
mhm.
like low on the trauma and the smut. So and they liked it. So if
I
they
don't know.
liked
I
it,
heard it was
I think you could.
very see, like I heard it was very dark because it's basically like, I mean, I read kind of what it was about. Like I said, I don't spoilers for me sometimes are necessary,
Yeah.
but it's like a lot of people also were describing it as like a R romantasy, like where it's romanticizing that, like justifying why the main guy character
Oh,
is doing
well,
that to her. But I like,
Oh.
yeah, like it was a Harry Potter fanfic kind of thing. And it was like a little bit of like Handmaid's Tale. I've never seen that show, but I know kind of like what it's about. But I guess when it became traditionally published, they had to kind of change it because it was a
oh,
little
got
too like
you.
copyright.
Okay.
Like you can't like you couldn't do that.
Okay.
And but yeah, but basically that's what it is. Like they lose the war, and like Hermione gets like captured and by Voldemort's people, and then gets sent to, I guess, Malfoy, or like whatever the characters' names that are not that, gets sent to like Malfoy's character, and he has to breed her or something, and he has to like forcefully do it. And I guess like at the end, like I don't know, like
Damn.
he justifies why he's like he was so mean to her, or why he was doing that to her. I don't know. So now I'm like, but it's like 1,000 pages. So I'm like, I don't
Mm.
know. I keep seeing it everywhere, but I'm like, I don't know if I can like get myself.
Well, the beauty about books is that if you don't like something that you see, you
I
can
know.
always close it.
I
I
love that
know.
Then
about
you don't gotta
books.
go anymore.
Deb,
I
that is a
know.
perfect sentiment. I love that.
Yeah.
And
If
nobody
I
it's
will
know.
judge
too
you.
much, you just close it
Close
and
it
then you put it away.
I
and you
know, but
move
that's so
on.
hard for my personality because like
I
I
know, James,
need
you know
to
what? It was hard
finish
for me
things.
Me
too.
too.
It was hard for
I-
me too to say like I'm not going to finish this, but you
I
get over
know.
it real fast after you do that the first time. You're like, you know what? Again, I'm not having fun. This is not for me right now. Never to say that I won't go back to it, but you can always just leave it and then come back.
I know. It's just so hard for me to do. And then it's like, but that's kind of what happened with me with Credence too, because
No, we're not
I,
getting into
I
that,
kept,
James.
Right.
but yeah, but it just like gets on my mind, and then I'm like, I need to read this, or I'm just gonna keep thinking about it. But
Right.
I think Manacled or whatever it's called, like I don't know. That might be one of those books where like I have to just like tell myself no, because I don't know
Yeah,
if I
Right.
could handle it.
right. Well, James, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this series with Deb and
Oh God, I'm
letting
like
me
scared.
listen to some of
And
this. I
questions and commentary by Mandy.
I will say, I like okay, so my final thoughts, I'm not going to read this series,
Yeah,
but I will say I totally get the intrigue. There is a ton that's going on, obviously, and it sounds like it's pretty well written, and I understand the hook of it because you've got
yeah,
so much going on. So, like I said,
Right.
not for me, but if you are in the realm of the dark romance and you like this kind of thing, I would definitely pick this up for sure.
Yep.
yeah.
I am not going to say, ew, gross, don't do that. Because who am
And just be
I to say
mindful.
that?
Just be mindful of your trigger warnings,
Exactly.
everybody,
Read your
because
Yeah.
trigger warnings. Please don't do anything you're not
Yep.
comfortable with. This sounds like it's very,
Correct.
very heavy topics, but
It
if you,
is.
but yeah, I mean, these two
If
ladies loved
trigger
it.
warnings be damned, then go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, go for it. These two ladies loved it.
I did. I really did.
Perfect.
I know. I did too. That I ended up reading like more out of her
Yeah.
series
And
of
if
books.
yeah, exactly. And if you like this series, she's got tons more.
Yeah, she really does.
All right, James. So thank you again for coming. We really appreciate it. And I appreciate your insight
Yeah.
because I cannot give any insight to any of this. So thank you so much for sitting in my chair today.
Anytime. I hope I made sense. I
Yes.
hope we
All
made it
good.
so people want to read the books.
Yes, absolutely. I think so. I think you guys gave a really good roundabout, good summary.
High level
and
overview.
High level overview. That's my favorite phrase.
High level
Oh,
overview.
All right. Well, thank you so much for everyone else for hanging out with us this week. And we'll be back next week with what? We don't know.
We don't know.
This eventually. We don't know when, though.
Maybe.
So stay tuned.
Yep. And remember, it's only a red flag if he's real.
Bye.
Bye.